Today on 20 Something, we have my good friend, Becky Goins.
Hi.
She's going to teach us how to contour on a budget. So if you would like to learn how, stay tuned.
Hi everyone, so I'm just going to be doing this really simple, budget-friendly contouring look for beginners. It's super easy and super cheap. I'm only using 5 products. My foundation, my concealer, and a darker shade of powder, and a lighter shade of powder to set my concealer. Lastly, I'm just going to use some eyeshadow palettes that I like. Honestly, you could get away with just using one good one that has a really nice shimmery color and a slightly darker color. I just prefer to use 2. And I'm also only using 3 brushes. My stippling brush for my foundation, my blush brush for the actual contour, and just a concealer brush. So first things first, you have to moisturize your face because if you start on a dry, flaky canvas, it won't look as good. I prefer to use a face oil, but you can use your favorite lotion or anything. I'm just gonna put on foundation. I like to use True Blend by CoverGirl. You apply your foundation however you like to do it. So I'm using a stippling brush. The whole point in contouring is that you basically need a light shade and a dark shade. The dark shade is to add shadows to your face, and the light shade is to cause more of a contrast between the darker shade that you're using. What I like to do for my lighter shade is I like using a concealer. I use CoverGirl's Ready Set Gorgeous concealer, and as you can see, it's much lighter than my skin tone. That's the whole point. I also like to get a powder to match, and you're gonna need this later to set what you're gonna do with this liquid formula. Apply this where you want there to be light on your face. This part might be the trickiest part of contouring, but it's actually quite simple. You want the light to hit you in the apples of your cheeks, in the highest point of your cheekbone, and your brow bone. People also like the light to shine on them and to hit them right here as well, and your chin, and then your cupid's bow. Also the bridge of your nose. Don't worry if you forgot all that, because I'm gonna go through it. First, I'm gonna apply it underneath my eyes because you also want the light to hit underneath if you have dark circles. This will completely fix that. After I put the liquid foundation on, now we're gonna set that so that way it can last all throughout the day. I'm gonna set this with the powder. As I mentioned before, you also want the light to hit you down the bridge of your nose because your nose is the centerpiece of your face and you want it to be very defined. Picture ready center. I also applied the concealer down the bridge of my nose. I still have some on my brush, some of the liquid concealer, so I'm just gonna put that on my chin. Imagine like a cross in your face. So there's like a stripe going down and then a stripe going across. You just wanna brighten up all that area. Completely simple. Like I said, you just need a light shade and then you need a darker shade. I also like to use a liquid foundation that's a lot darker than my skin tone. But right now I'm keeping it super simple and we're just gonna use a really quick powder. This is the same exact powder as this. I just got it for darker skin. So where you want the shadows in your face is where you want to make your face more defined. What is the usual place is maybe with your chin, you want to put a shadow here. You want to accentuate your cheekbones. If you have high cheekbones or maybe you don't, you want to add something, just a shadow. If you have a big forehead like me, you want to put a shadow here to make it smaller. It will appear smaller if you have a shadow going around your face that way. I'm gonna start with the bottom of my chin. That way to the side, it will have more of a shadow and it looks more flattering. Okay, so my favorite part is accentuating the cheekbones. And then I blend it upwards. You don't want to apply it and then blend it downwards. You want this to remain light. That way there's more of a contrast. And then I'm also going to make my forehead look a little bit smaller. All right, and then you just do the exact same thing on the other side. All right, so the most important part, in my opinion, is contouring the nose. Because the nose, like I said, is the centerpiece of your face. It needs to be well defined, and then it'll just pull the whole look together. I just use my fingers. I think it's the easiest for me. Use a brush if you have one. What you need is a smaller brush because you're getting in this very small area. It has to be pretty precise. What you want to do is add shadow. You want a shadow to go down the sides of the bridge of your nose. You can adjust it how you like. If you have a very wide bridge and you want to bring it in, bring it closer together. Also, if you want to make your nose look like it kind of has like a button nose, you add another shadow over top. Here we go. I'm gonna take my darker shade. I'm just using a very easy, cheap Nudes Maybelline eyeshadow palette. I want a very true brown. That way when a camera flashes, it's not like dark red on my face. So I'm just gonna take my ring fingers and I'm just gonna apply it to my nose. You'll see. So I haven't even blended it in yet, but do you see the point of contouring? I'm adding a shadow. This completely changes the shape of my nose. It defines it in my face. That's what you want. So I basically circled my nose with the dark color and then drew 2 lines down it. And then I just blend it in. Okay, so I'm done blending. Now the best part ever of contouring, adding the highlighter, aka where I added the liquid concealer. That's where we also want, when light to hit us, we want it to shimmer and glow. That is what highlighting is for. I use so many eyeshadow palettes for this, but there also are actual highlighters specifically for highlighting that you could use. I found that gold and yellow based eyeshadow looks the best on me. If you have fair skin, then it might be better for you to use the shimmery white one or a shimmery light pink. I apply it to my high cheekbones, my nose, and that is a total game changer with contouring your nose. You will see it changes everything. But apply where you like. I also apply it just a little bit above my brow bone and then on my actual brow bone. Blend it in with your fingers, blend it in with the brush, whatever works best for you. I like using my fingers in makeup. I think it's the best tool. I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. That way when the light hits me, especially in pictures, the sun, it will cause this beautiful shimmery glow just on the highest points of your face. Like I said, the best part is the nose. Imagine an exclamation point. What you're gonna do is take this down the bridge. You want to stop before you get to that shadow that you just added, and then add a dot at the tip of your nose. Here you go, the contouring look. Very easy, day to day. Hopefully this was helpful.
Okay guys, that's it. Thank you so much, Becky, for coming on 20 something.
No problem.
Stay tuned because she might be doing a reappearance for a winged eye look for hooded eyelids.
Here we go. Yep.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.
Bye.